buzzword teaching that blind man to sing. You might get the best of him, but you'll never fool me. Now, sweet talk to beanstalk, tell Jack to go and fetch your bang. Try that and upstate board's a different kind of scene. Went off to college, but college done up me. Couldn't get my master's in truth and loyalty. I said, whoa, light that fuse and run. I said, whoa, I am my father's son. Light that fuse and run. Whoa, light that fuse and run. Whoa, light that fuse and run. Whoa, light that fuse and run. College, but college done up me. Couldn't get my master's in truth and loyalty. Bang out the buzzword, teaching that blind man to sing. You might get the best of him, but you'll never fool me. Now, sweet talk to beanstalk, tell Jack to go and fetch your bang. Try that and upstate board's a different kind of scene. Went off to college, but college done up me. Couldn't get my master's in truth and loyalty. I said, whoa, light that fuse and run. I said, whoa, I am my father's son. Light that fuse and run. Whoa, light that fuse and run. Went off to college, but college done up me. Couldn't get my master's in truth and loyalty. Bang out the buzzword, teaching that blind man to sing. You might get the best of him, but you'll never fool me. Now, sweet talk to beanstalk, tell Jack to go and fetch your bang. Try that and upstate board's a different kind.
What is up, 24/7 Buff Fandemonium? It's Tuesday night. It's 8 p.m. I can only mean one thing. It's time for the K-Gun Report. I'm your host, Swank. I got two twins waiting in the wings. We just can't wait to talk about this game that sucked on Sunday with you guys. But we got a lot to talk about. We got another game coming up. We're going to get to your questions, your comments, and hey, you know what? I got a little rattle to reads. Might calm everybody down a little bit. So get them comments ready. Let's stay positive, pick everybody up, and put this intro and get right on it. Here we are, and here it is, another beautiful Tuesday evening with two of my best buds right down south there in the slightly blue-hued wall background with his Dr. Dre beats, bumping fat beats, it looks like, just bopping around. That's my boy Jerry. What's up, Jarrod?
Not much. I'm glad there's a quick turnaround. We got a Thursday game coming up. Let's talk a little bit about what happened this past week and then what's coming up this week. Again, representing FLX Mafia between Cuca, Canandaigua, and Seneca Lake. I'm wearing my Josh Allen draft hat for a reason. Let's do it.
Hell yeah. I like it. 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 Right over here is my brother from another mother, the twin to Jared's twin, my boy Scooter Magooter. What's up, Scott?
What's up, Bills Mafia? What's up, Swank and Jarrod? Yeah, Jarrod, quick turnaround. We need it. We need it. So let's get this over with as far as talking about this shameful game we just witnessed. And I'll rattle the reads. That might get me out of it too, Swank.
Yeah, I'm thinking we'll see. We'll see what the I tried to make it topical this week. We'll see what happens. I feel like this is a support group. Like that's the way it feels right now. So we're here for you guys, man. We got our boy Patrick Hughes saying, "What's up, Mafia? What's up, Big Pat?" We got Adam, let's go Bills, another rough loss. Got the quick turnaround. That's right. We got Johns. Welcome to not so happy Tuesday. Let's try and turn it around, man. I feel you. Being around you guys, man, you guys know me. And actually, Scooter adapted my my technique for dealing with losses this week, which is radio silence. I don't listen to any Bills radio. I don't go on Twitter. I've caught some little things. It's hard to run live streaming a podcast, living your life like that. But man, it just you gotta keep rolling, man. I can't do it. Some of the people are so negative, I just can't do it.
Well, Swank, we still have a page to run, so any of those notifications that come in with all the updates, we have to pay attention to. But it's funny when I'm doing it because Jarrod and I are going back and forth, like, okay, get this image out, let's get the story out, and that's all I'm doing. It's like, get that done, Don't look at anything else.
Yep. Then you turn back Amish.
Yep.
We got Lonnie Cook. Hey guys, what's up, Lonnie? We got Uncle Jamie. What's up, Jamie?
Hey.
We got Lisa Johns. Hello, friends. Hello, the beautiful Lisa Johns in the comments. Johns, one game at a time and turn it around. Hell yeah, we're going to talk about that tonight for sure. We got Cookie. What's up, Cookie?
Josh.
Johns also says time to take it out on Tampa. I like that. That's a t-shirt. Put that down on a t-shirt. Lou RQ, one of my favorite newbies, man. Lou's the man. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Go Bills. Let's see. Dr. Bruce. What's up, Dr. Bruce McKellar? Don't forget to check out the injury report with Dr. Bruce. Go Bills. Doc is in the house. I love it. Love how you guys get into this.
Just to throw it out there, what a beautiful and easy read. He explains it to everybody exactly what's going on. It's not a huge book. It's straight and to the point. Dr. Bruce, I appreciate you make things easy.
Hell yeah. And don't forget, we also have the amazing content creation of Mr. Rob Mullen, putting out all the X's and O's, the stats, great in-depth reads and breakdowns. Go check that out in the cover too. Also, my boy Kyle, he's going to be having a new blog up this week, I'm assuming, because it's a home game. After every home game, he's doing the view from 142. He's a season ticket holder in section 142. He was nice enough to take me to the Miami game this season, which I'm going to say by far has been the best game to possibly go to watch the Buffalo Bills so far this year. But he's got a cool way of just kind of giving you a taste of what it's like to be sitting in the seats for all that pregame stuff and the in-game. And I don't know, it's a good time. I'm proud of my boy Kyle. And we also got Zach Blaine over there. He's writing a little bit here and there. RT, I think he wrote an article back in 99. Stuff's popping over at 247buffandemonium.com. Go get it. Lou RQ, man, I wish you wouldn't have wrote this because I saw this during the game. 300th win for Belichick. That was good. Belichick script was written. Let's move on. Hell yeah. Chris Christian, K-Gun time. What's up, Chris? Patrick Hughes, here we go. We get to some housekeeping. So Bean cleared up some more cap space today. So what do we think he is possibly up to? What do you think, Scooter?
Well, with our injuries, and he did free up $3.9 million, and the trade deadline is October 31st. To me, that only means one thing, is that they're looking to do something. And it'd be easy if there was like one or two injuries that were significant for the Buffalo Bills, but now we're down a tight end. We're down linebacker, defensive tackle, two of them. I don't know what's going to happen, but I do believe there's something in the works. My biggest fear, because he's kicking ass this year, and we've said it a couple years, last year and the year before, Epinesa could possibly be trade bait. Yeah. I hope with his performance that they haven't annied his credibility and his worth up, and they're going after someone else and getting rid of him. I have a gut feeling. I hope it doesn't happen. but I think we're going to see a trade here. I
could feel a trade coming. I think that's what they'd have to do to make a significant splash. The thing is, a lot of people are banging the door for a wide receiver. A wide receiver too. I'm not there. I'm really not there. I don't think that's a popular take. It looks like the three of us are not there. I think there's other things that we need to do. And I think that this offense can be productive and has been productive at all points during these games where they looked horrible for the first 2 or 3 quarters. I think it actually comes from a higher position than the players. And I know we're going to get into that tonight. So if it was my guess, man, I'd say we're going corner or D tackle kind of side of things. I don't know if they would deplete the defensive end room to do that. I mean, I hear what you're saying and it makes sense. I don't know. It'll be interesting. What do you think, Jerry?
After going to Twitter, because I have been paying attention a little bit what's going on, I saw some weird injuries that no one really ever focused on, and that's Terrell Bernard went up in the air and came down weird on a knee and twisted his knee. Von Miller, after one play, he was limping a little bit, but that just might be what happens, when you're sore. So it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, hopefully nothing's too serious with especially Bernard there. But we'll see what happens. I'm on the same boat, cornerback, defensive tackle, or it might be even a linebacker.
Yes, because think about it. Von Miller and Greg Rousseau, 100%. Floyd's been doing what he's been doing, and Jonathan Kingsley and the guy that they just brought in this past week have gotten reps. So Epinesa would be the odd man out to bring in that defensive tackle or cornerback. I don't know.
Josh Williams says keep AJ. Von's not all the way back. I think I can get on board with that. Von has not been Von. He also hasn't had the help. D tackle has been a revolving door here since Daquan left, and now smack my mic like a rookie. With Ed and his toe, hopefully it's not too serious here and he gets back. But boy, I don't know. This defense just seems like it could need it needs some help. It needs some help somewhere for sure.
Yep. And I agree with you, Swank. I don't think the offense is a player issue.
No.
100%.
Let's see here. Casey says she'd love to see them give Isabella a crack at the field. Are we getting to that point in the season now where we're like these guys that no dig on it, Casey? I mean, I would love a Bills home run kind of story right now to uplift everything. I think it's a weird space to be in where we have a winning record. If everything ended right now, we'd be in the playoffs. There's like a lot of things that are positive going on, but we're just so used to like a certain level of play. It's like that divorce where the one spouse makes a ton of money and the other spouse doesn't make anything, and they're just used to that way of life. That's how I feel right now. I'm used to my way of living, and I want you to be better, Buffalo Bills.
To go off what Casey's saying, if Isabella can come in and make a difference, of course we're all supporting that. But yeah, I think it's too early. I don't think we're utilizing the current receivers we have like we should.
Let's see.
Besides that Giants game where we thought, like Mark says, you should never expect a blowout because this is the NFL, people coming prepared. But guys, it sucks, but we lost to AFC East rivals, possibly the toughest games regardless of record that you're going to play all season. And we lost to the Jets on the game home opener, and we lost to New England this past week. It's tough to swallow. But that's just the way the league is. These are tough games, especially those rivalry games. So 4-3 is hard, but it's still 4-3. Miami's loss this past weekend's huge. So let's just get our wins when we can and just hope other teams screw up.
Jarrod, I think the problem is with this 4-3 record, we're going into our 8th week. The first 8 games were supposed to be the easiest. The back half of the schedule is not easy at all by any means. You're playing NFC tough teams, ex-Super Bowl appearance teams, and it's going to be tough. This should have been the first 8 games where we're 6-2, 7-1, people are thinking, and now we're 4-3.
It's guys, look, I think we're already there. We're already talking about the Bills' loss that happened this last Sunday. If you're living underneath a rock, it was a heartbreaking, horrible game that was in New England. So just to kind of segue that in, because really, I mean, talking about the game, yeah, I think this whole segment is going to be deeper. It's going to be deeper than just what happened on the field on Sunday. I think it's a catalog of things that have happened over the last couple of weeks that we probably need to address a little deeper on this show. And number one, I think, is Dorsey. It's the play calling. We got Casey saying they need to free Josh Allen. I agree. Doug says the new QB coach is not helping. I think that's more of a trickle-down effect. I think Dorsey has it in his head how he wants to utilize Josh. Josh is very, very obviously not running. He's making an effort not to run, which all of us wanted him to do less of. I didn't want him to stop. You need to have that threat there, because that is what pulls those linebackers. That is what puts that spy. That is what opens things up down the field. When they know you're not going to run, then they don't have to. They don't have to account for it. So what you've put on tape for the first, 7 weeks of the season here is that you're making this a very focused effort not to run Josh Allen in any scenario whatsoever, unless it's like a tush push or whatever. And that you're coming out lame for at least 2 quarters, if not 3. And you're very much trying to force this new offense into a square hole, and it's a round peg, man. God, how exciting was the fourth quarter? I love the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter was great. You picked up the pace. You did a little something different. You started throwing it around. It looked like the old Buffalo Bills, and Jesus, that put you right back in the spot to be ahead for the first time this whole game, it just seems like there's not a lot of creativity, and maybe I'm talking out of school here, but Jerry, what do you think? What do we got going on? What's this offense all about, Jerry? Tell me, please.
Yeah, it's the players trying to follow a scheme that really isn't working. Every season for the last couple seasons that Allen's been quarterback, we've all said Allen needs to run that ball first to get hit so he can wake up. He's not waking up. He's got that same look on his face from minute 60 to minute 1. Get him. He wants to hit somebody. Go get him smacked around. That's when he comes alive. And I think, again, that play calling, somebody shared on Twitter that when the Bills got a good chunk on first down, 10 plays in a row, the next play on 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4 was James Cook. James Cook. It's what do we have Hardy for? We haven't seen any reverses yet, have we?
No.
One.
Nope.
I think one.
Maybe.
But so it's we have all these crazy athletes on this side of the ball, and we're not utilizing them. And they did get away from that draw, Scott, that we hate. They didn't do that much this past weekend, but
they didn't get completely away from it, though. They ran it twice to what I saw, and it still didn't work.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're trying to loosen up with that. You're not forcing your will on anybody. And again, they came out very first, and I don't know which one of you, Jerry, it might have been you, that texted the group and said, "Look at that, Latavius Murray out, first play, first drive," and I'm like, Jesus, I love the man. You got James Cook. Is it working, loosening up the defensive line, the first play from the line of scrimmage? You didn't even do that. You faked it, and then you threw an interception. So, whatever. But I don't know. I don't get these play calls. I'm not this guy. I promise. You guys know me. Jesus, we've been here for all these years now, and usually I'm not the guy. I know I hated on Dable. I still hate on Dable, but I told Scott before we went on air, and I'm telling you guys right now, I was at that Miami game, and I saw what this offense can be, and I saw what this plan can be. And after these last couple of weeks, I am seriously wondering if Dorsey can get us to the playoffs and win a game. I know this team can go to the playoffs and win games. I don't know if Dorsey can call the right game. And for 1 out of the last 3 weeks, those are numbers that I can't get behind. So, man, it's frustrating. What do you think, Scooter?
We've got a blessing in disguise. Knox's injury, he had a wrist injury. Apparently, he had it for a couple weeks, which would explain a couple of the drops. But he's going to have surgery, and he's going to be out. And with Quentin Morris out this past week, Kincaid's going to be the guy. And the forced hand is going to be that 11 personnel versus the 12 personnel. I think what's going to happen, and like I said, it's a blessing in disguise. Dorsey's going to be forced to run 11 personnel offense. We're going to be up-tempo. We're going to be passing the ball more. And it's going to work, and he's going to not be able to help but to use it through the rest of the season and into the playoffs. So that's a good thing. Ken Dorsey, guys, isn't going anywhere. I can tell you that much for free. The Buffalo Bills brought in an ex-Carolina Panther guy by the name of Mike Shula, who wanted the 12 personnel in Carolina. And if Dorsey was to go anywhere, Mike Shula would be right in his footsteps creating that same offense. So I fear that could have been a problem going forward if there was no injuries, like I said, to the Knox thing. But this offense, they have the talent. And every year we've said Josh Allen has improved on something. This year, I think we're taking a step back, and he's not running. And Jarrod, you already mentioned everything that had to do with his running. I think we wanted so much for him to become a pocket passer. We're paying for what we wished for,
Yeah.
And unfortunately, unless there's some design play calls that have him running, we're not going to see a lot of it.
It's I feel like I didn't want him to not run. You know what I mean? That wasn't ever it. I just didn't want him to do the designed runs. I hate those. I hate the design runs unless it's short yardage, goal line, 4th and 1, 3rd and 1, whatever. Fine. Get the easy first down, get the easy TD. I'm all about that. And I absolutely love the improvisation, the roll the pocket to the right. Nobody's open, pump fake, hurdle a guy, whatever. Go get it. Get those 20-yard pickups. I can see that all day. Maybe not the hurdle, but everything else. I could see that all day long. And defenses lose their mind because they cannot prepare for that. They cannot prepare for it. So what you're doing is you're playing right into the defense's hand because they want him to stay in the pocket. They want him to beat him with their arm. And he can. It's just the variety of the play calls are just so vanilla and so lame and so predictable that it's, it's just putting a big old stop sign right in the middle of any sort of production or momentum or anything that they could hope to get rolling. And by the time they do start rolling, they're behind. It's late in the game, and they go this up tempo and they start throwing the ball around and they start doing all the things they do well. So it's like, I don't know why it's so hard to not see that,
Josh's shoulder injury might be playing a big part in him not running too.
Yeah, sure. A couple of those passes looked a little wonky too.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
At the same time, he drills them in there too. That I heard that on WGR this morning is that people, when he makes a bad throw, they want to say Josh's shoulder might be aggravating him, but then he zips one in and it's not. And then we don't say, oh, his shoulder must be good now. So obviously we'll never know the ins and outs of it, but who knows? Going back to the planned runs, Swank, when designed runs, sometimes when they're back in that 11 personnel and he's in shotgun and the defense is spread out, I feel like Dorsey should be like, all right, this is the pass play. If you see a gap, just run it, Josh. Do what you do. And I've said it watching it. Okay, Josh, look at this, spread out. Find a gap and go if it's not there. And those quick slants, he's been nailing all season. He's doing a very good job on them. Yes. But same time, it's like, all right, Josh, 3rd and 1 in your shotgun. Just, I don't care if you get stopped. I want you to run the ball.
Yeah.
Because I know you're going to try.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got heart, big heart. Mm-hmm. Josh Williams says, so do we really think Coach McDermott said something to spark 4th quarter play? I don't think so. I think it was, I think it's what was called for at the time. I think they needed to do something. They needed to hurry up. They couldn't waste any more clock with poor play calling. They couldn't. They needed to. I've also heard some stuff. My buddy texted me after the game, and it infuriated me. And I love him to death, but he was trying to put it all on Diggs, and God, I just can't. I can't do that. The dude, played his played his ass off, tried, yes, he dropped a pass. They should have never been in that position. That's what this all goes back. To me, if you're going to blame Diggs for losing this game this last weekend, it's the same thing as blaming Scott Norwood for losing the Super Bowl. There's a million things that could have happened leading up to that moment. You didn't have to put them in that spot. This team is way better than all of that. So I don't know. I love Diggs anyway, but I'm not on the train of putting it on his shoulders. I think Dorsey and a depleted defense is the culprit for this. And the same thing I said to my buddy, there's more of the story than the ending, there's a lot that leads up to that point. So,
Yep. And I think, Swank, part of the reason we saw the offense we did in that fourth quarter is because Knox was injured. He may have been out there, but he wasn't 100%. Yeah. So you saw more of that 11 personnel.
Yep. Did you hear Morris is the one that got hurt, right? Was it Morris that got hurt 2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he caught the crazy touchdown. Did you hear how he got hurt?
Celebrating. Dawson
Knox jumped on him, and that's why he's out. And he felt horrible about it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it's just man, this is the most Billsy shit. You can't write this kind of stuff. This doesn't happen to any other team. I can't believe I haven't said it yet, but we are part of the Buff Fan Base Network, and as part of that, we are sponsored by 26 Shirts. Go over to 26shirts.com, see what Dal Reed and the gang are cooking up. It's always something sweet. It's always for a local charity in Western New York, families in need, all of the like. Go check it out and spend all your money there. It's a great thing to do. Absolutely. I don't know, man. I don't know. You guys done with this? We moving forward? Are we segueing? If anybody has anything else they want to say about this game, get it out, because we're washing it, dude. It's game week. The night after tomorrow, we got a home game against Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers. The Bakerneers is what I want to call them. You're getting a lot of love in here, Scooter, for your whatever you said. I'm behind on the comments. They're saying well said, Scooter.
Well, thank you, guys.
Yeah. All right, let's skip down here a little bit. All right, look at it. We haven't done it in a couple weeks, and I think it's prime time to do it. So, it's time for Rattle Them Reads. Yes, that's right. The game show where you at home get to play along with these two tweenies. We're playing for Ruler of the Universe, and which twin is smarter. It's a great time. So
in this particular moment
in time, yes. So I just wanted to let you guys know that right now in the AFC, there are 7 teams that have 4 or more wins. And your task, without looking it up and cheating, Jarrod, is to...
Got my phone, it's right here.
to name all of the teams that are 4-2 or better. Mm-hmm. And please play along in the comments.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Why is that the one that you started with?
Because he wants to be the guy that's yes, that division.
That whole division. Pittsburgh, Cleveland, and
all right. Jesus. Trying to stomp out the game. Yes. Pittsburgh Steelers are 4-2. Do you want to name the rest of them, Scott?
I'm going to go with our division rival, the Miami Dolphins, and that was a huge victory from the Eagles. Thank you very much, Philadelphia, for making this still a one game behind. Obviously, they got we'll have the tiebreaker. So thank you.
Yes, sir. The Miami Dolphins are 5-2. Jerry, do you want me to use one of the 14 teams that you named, or
go with Baltimore? Baltimore Ravens. They're looking pretty sharp and dangerous right now.
They are 5-2 and absolutely on this list.
There you go. Well, so I guess you figured out a way to bring up the ones at one at a time. Very cool.
Oh yeah,
Jaguars. They beat us.
Jaguars.
Yep, they beat us, guys. This is going to be a very interesting playoff scenario weeks 13 and above.
Jaguars are also 5-2, and if you're keeping track at home, 2 of these teams that are above us have beat us and have a game up on us. So that is not fun. But if you're playing along at home and you're watching, Baltimore Ravens, Miami Dolphins, Jacksonville Jaguars, Pittsburgh Steelers are all teams with 4 or more wins. Jarrod, you going with your other AFC North team?
Yep, Swank will root for this team every week if you could. The Cleveland Browns.
I love them. Absolutely love them. The Cleveland Browns, 4-2. Interesting thing about this list, kiddos, all those little pluses and asterisks, every single team on this list would be in the playoffs or the wild card. Well, there are 7. So, yes, all of them would be in it if the season ended today.
Right.
So,
I'm going for the low-hanging fruit right here.
Yeah.
The Chiefs.
Oh, number 1 right now in the AFC, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, because there's one more, and I'm going to put Jarrod on the spot. I have a feeling I might know who it is, though.
Oh. He's cheating. You see him cheating?
No, I'm looking at the ground. I can't even think right now.
Let me list them. You got the
division?
Kansas City Chiefs, the Baltimore Ravens, the Miami Dolphins, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Pittsburgh Steelers with the Cleveland Browns. Now, if we're keeping track at home, Jarrod has named every single team from the AFC North except for the Bengals. There's the Chiefs and the Dolphins. And there's one more team on this list, and you are going to get just shredded in the comments if you don't get this because you've been doing so well. But you're definitely going to get shredded in the comments.
Houston Texans?
Holy shit, no.
Oh!
Absolutely holy shit, no. You are now going to get even more shredded in the comments. How dare you, sir?
Thanks, Mike Vote.
Oh, see,
Jarrod's
that's what you get for cheating. That's what
Jarrod's
you get
reading
for
the comments,
cheating.
isn't he?
Oh, my God. Come on, Jerry. I can't.
Only because I don't know, Swank. Is it the Colts?
Are you being serious? Are you guys being serious?
Yeah.
Is it the
Holy
No,
shit.
it's not the
Oh,
Colts.
holy shit. All right, Dr. Bruce. You going to bail him out, brother?
Oh, our Bills. I mean, geez.
Oh my
I
God.
thought it was everybody else.
Wow. Oh, wow. Yes, the Buffalo Bills are
Thanks,
4-3 currently.
As
Jesus.
Dr. Bruce said, I'm only going off the Swank's
Jesus
reaction. Are you
Christ.
serious?
Holy shit. There you go,
God.
Dr.
There you
Bruce.
There you go.
Man, I thought Scott was in on that joke with me, and he was out there like, the Colts?
Reeds are out of here.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I
Too
like
much
Adam.
water,
Ha ha ha. Cheater. Yeah, that's what you guys should be doing, man. I can catch them if they're cheating if you're just putting the wrong answers in the comments.
Yeah, I went right with
Hey,
Texans.
Dr. Bruce, I did stump the Reeds, man. I rattled them pretty good too, I think. Hell yeah.
There you go.
No, that's
all-
funny. What's Houston's record? I don't have it up, man. I think they're bottom of the barrel though. What, they won 1 game, 2 games?
You find out quick for you.
Yeah. Patrick Reed's rattled. That was a fun one.
Hey, I tell you what, this AFC
Texans are
division is tough,
3-3.
What are they? 3-3?
3-3.
Yeah.
and the Colts are 3-4.
Yeah, I was going to add the NFC teams in here. The whole point of this exercise, right? I'm going to pop it back up. That list of teams, man, aside from like the Steelers, did you expect anybody else to be on this list that's not on this list? You know, I
No.
mean, the Browns are supposed to be hot shit
Mhm.
coming in, you know. The Chiefs, obviously. The Ravens, every year. The Dolphins, they were the offseason darlings. The Jacksonville Jaguars, everybody's sweetheart. Us, you know, aside from the Steelers, I mean, who would you put in the Steelers spot? The Chargers were supposed to be, and
That's what I would do.
right.
Yep.
Maybe the Bengals if you knew Burrow
The
wasn't hurt.
Bengals, yeah, absolutely, right. But I think you could have put both those teams in there for the Steelers and the Browns, and made a case for the fact that the Browns would be competitive, but not, you know, not in that spot because of the Bengals, you know. So I don't know. If you're looking at it, we're 2 games out from the lead of the AFC. You know, like
We play that team.
Let's bring it down small here. You know, we play the Dolphins again. we're going to play the Ravens. We always play them tough. I know what you were saying earlier, Scott, too, about like the schedule and the first half of the season is supposed to be like kind of like the cushiony part of the season. Really, I don't know. We got Denver coming up. They were supposed to be something. They're not going to be anything, right? Those games are kind of the ones that worry me more. We've been playing the tough teams good,
Right.
like, Jesus. It's these games that we should be winning. It's like we're playing down to our opponent, and we just can't do that. So anyway, I thought that was it was a fun way to like kind of put things into perspective. It's not over. This is not the end of the season. The Bills are still in it right now. Like I said, the season ended today. They'd be in it.
Very much in it. Very much in it.
So,
yep.
All just stuff to keep in perspective, kiddies.
And now that we know the Chiefs are going to win a Super Bowl because now Taylor Swift and Mahomes' wife now have a secret handshake.
Oh, handshake. Yeah, that makes my wife super happy, by the way. She's like, I'm not liking Taylor Swift anymore.
Can I say it without sounding like an idiot here? That is the most blonde-haired white girl, kind of don't know football kind of girl's handshake that you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah. Listen, being married to a strong, beautiful, amazing woman, as all of us either are or engaged to, correct? My wife knows about football. She can articulate it very well. She can hang. She did this show with us with me one time, like very passionate about it, and she hates their guts. She hates, especially Brittany Mahomes. But like, it's just, it's ridiculous. Some of it is so ridiculous. I'm not saying like her being there is ridiculous. I'm not saying her dating Travis Kelce. It's just like the kind of attention that it's grabbing. Like, I'm sure the NFL's eating it up, man. How many Kelce jerseys have they sold in the last couple of weeks, dude? It's got to be.
I'm surprised they haven't made Swiftie jerseys yet.
Yeah, right. I've seen the customs. There are customs out there.
There you go.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I must say, even Travis Kelce, when he looks up at her and like when he talks about her on his podcast, man, I'm happy for him. He seems like he's happy, and that's at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
But they're annoying.
They are annoying. That
doesn't make it any less annoying.
Listen, they can be the best people in the world, and they can still be goddamn annoying.
You tie that in with,
Ronnie says,
with Collinsworth. Yeah.
Yeah, Collinsworth. Yeah. You know what? You want to know what my hell is? My hell is Taylor Swift doing an endless handshake with Brittany Mahomes while Collinsworth is calling it and like doing the play-by-play of each little move that they do. That's my hell.
Okay.
All right, guys, we got another game coming up day after tomorrow. Buccaneers coming to Buffalo Thursday night. It's exciting time. Baker's doing Baker things in Tampa Bay. He's got the Bucs at a sweet little mediocre 3-3 record. When I was looking at the records and stuff to do the rattle the reads, the Bucs at 3-3 would be in the wild card for the NFC too. So if that tells you anything about, apples and oranges, AFC to NFC, I just thought it was interesting. We've talked a lot about the offense tonight. We've talked a lot about the Bills in general. To me, the focus is how is this offense going to look this Thursday night? And Tampa's got a mediocre defense. It's been strong in the past. It seems to have kind of leveled out. Scott, where are you at, man? What does our offensive game plan look like going into Thursday night?
Again, Swank, it's that forced hand that we've been that I mentioned earlier. With the injury of Knox and with Quentin Morris being bummed, even if he is showing up, if he doesn't, it's going to be Reggie Gilliam as our second tight end. We can't rely on that 12 personnel. So I think the forced hand is going to show and remind the fans how good our Buffalo Bills offense is. Mm-hmm. This defense does still have the talent up front. They run a 3-4 defense led by Vita Vea, who's huge presence he can be a one-man wrecking crew, but does a godsend and Mitch Morse. He's kicking ass this year. I think he's doing a great job leading that offensive line. But they still have the likes of Shaquille Barrett, Devin White, Levante David, a great linebacker crew that can wreak havoc. So 11 personnel, I think, are going to keep these guys on their toes. And I would like to see just a reminder of what this Buffalo Bills offense can do. And this is a good defense to do it against. And we're home playing in prime time. So that's always nice.
Hell yeah. I mean, I can't imagine what the stadium's going to be like on Thursday night. Angry. Yeah, they better come out and score on that first drive. They absolutely better. We got Casey saying, let Josh run some. I agree. Let's spice it up a little bit. Bruce, Dr. Bruce says 11 personnel with Kincaid, Cook, Diggs, Davis, and Shakir. Shakir had a couple nice catches this last week. The wide receiver core looked pretty good, man. Like, I don't know. It's, again, play calling. Patrick Hughes.
And we're seeing Cook more off. We're seeing Cook, like, one day he's non-existent because he's not part of the game plan. But when, like last week, even though they were running at 12 personnel, Cook still got a lot of looks out of the backfield as a running back, which he thrived in Georgia. I think you keep opening up these opportunities for him to stretch the field. Once you start getting linebackers on him and maybe a defensive end that's dropping back in the zone or man coverage, you're going to be able to exploit their weaknesses and use Cook's strength, his biggest strength, as a wide receiver running back out of the backfield. He's on pace for over 1,000 yards rushing right now, too, guys. So I think this just needs to keep going.
Well, this was the Cook and Kincaid show, right? This was the game that we wanted to see. I mean, Kincaid showed out too. So, Jerry, what do you think, buddy? What do we got?
Scott just said it. We're about to see it. We saw it this past week a little bit. We're about to see it more.
I forgot when you guys were twins, so you just said the same thing.
Yeah, when we come into these Thursday games, they're often boring, right? That's why the NFL or fans wanted these games to be moved, because there's not much. That being said, I think that benefits the Buffalo Bills more, because now what kind of game plan you're going to come in with against Tampa Bay? Is it going to be an actual game plan, or is it going to be something small, and then you're going to tell Josh Allen to just go play ball? So I think the short week is going to benefit the Buffalo Bills, and I think we're going to see old school Josh Allen, and it's going to be an exciting game. I think we're going to get back to it, and Dorsey's going to realize maybe he should stop being so stubborn and calling what he wants. Maybe he needs to call what needs to be called instead. And I can't wait to just watch it all unfold. And then I said last year at a certain point, I think it was week 9 or 10, that this is where the Bills turn around and start playing well. I think it's this week. The Bills turn things around Thursday, and this is when we take off.
I love it.
Simple football.
I love it. I think after that Jets game, man, we were seeing some really well-balanced, well-called games kind of sprinkled in there. I think that this offense has just gotten stale and predictable, and they don't look confident. They don't look confident until the end of the third quarter. And then, like I said, they're playing catch up and they're trying to make something happen. And it almost breeds a little bit of, if there wasn't the pressure, it seems like it's more fun. You know, it seems like there's, like, I know there's the pressure of trying to like win a game and playing catch up isn't fun, but like throwing it around is fun. Being productive is fun. Getting positive yards is fun. When you see young guys like Cook and Kincaid starting to eat, that's fun. When you see your stars catching balls, that's fun. Like there's a whole attitude that kind of goes along with all this. And I don't know. I don't know what Dorsey is scared of. I don't understand. He knows what he has. I don't know if it's something where he feels like he has to stand out from Dable. He has to do something different to prove himself, maybe. It seems like him and Josh have a really good relationship. I'd love to, what the hell do you have to lose right now? I would love to have Josh just call the game. Give him the Peyton treatment. Let him call the game. Let's see how bad it is. I'd love that. Go nuts. I think he'd have a lot of fun doing that until he threw like 3 interceptions. So maybe not. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
To me, I just want to see a nice balanced attack, man. I want to, this is like the last 3 years or 3 years, 3 games. Feels like 3 years. I just want to see them go out and execute and score in the opening drive would be amazing. Get a touchdown in the first quarter. You make me so happy. Confidence, man. I just want to see that confidence back. it seems like it's lacking. So that's me. Defensively, we're still banged up. We got a lot of stuff off the field, injuries, all this stuff. It's starting to pile up. I think the Patriots gash just made. I saw somebody saying Mike Jones looked like Patrick Mahomes. Like, I don't want to go that far. But
they waived Malik Cunningham this week, their third string quarterback, a guy that looked great in the preseason because I believe of Mac Jones's performance. Not that they were going to get rid of Mac Jones, but they got rid of a quarterback because the Bills made him look like a stud.
Yeah, sure did. So, Jerry, what do you think, man? What's the defense got to do?
I think what the defense needs to do is they have to worry about Godwin and Evans. And I think if you go back and look at the film, the Bills cornerbacks are getting beat on outs and like post corners. So I think it's because of the presence of Poyer and Hyde back there. We haven't seen any deep slants. You notice that all year. It's all on the outside. I think the game plan needs to be different where our cornerbacks give those guys the inside, and then you have to let Hyde and Poyer eat, because they do well, and they have been doing great this year. There hasn't been a big play. The concerns are going to be what the linebacking core looks like and what that defense looks like, the defensive front. I would hate to have Mayfield have a good game because he can run the ball, and he can obviously throw because he has the weapons. The run game doesn't really scare me from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but when you say that going into a week where they might not have a good running game, then they will. So it's all weird how those things work. So I should backtrack and take that out of this conversation. But it's going to be interesting to see. But I think that
it's on the internet, man. It's out there forever now.
It's forever and ever.
I think they need to incorporate Hyde and Poyer more by making those receivers go to them. And we'll see what happens.
I like that. Because they've never used that. Yeah. Good job.
Push them all inside.
Yep.
Good get. Analytics from my boy Jerry down south. Look at him pound and propel. This man, he's such a man.
He's got the 6-inch koozie on top of a 9. He's like, can't tell what I'm drinking. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
What do you got, Scooter?
Jared, you mentioned the run game. You shouldn't be worried about it. Rashad White, a guy that they drafted a couple years ago, he can make a difference. He gets to catch the ball out of the backfield. So where this team in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense is ranked like 3rd or 4th in rushing with only like 400 plus rushing yards, they still utilize it. They still are able to use the run to set up the pass. So I think the Buffalo Bills, and I pray that Ed Oliver is starting this week and the defensive line is healthy, because I do want them to shut this run game up quick, because I do believe that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are probably going to come knowing that the Buffalo Bills fans are angry after these last couple of weeks, are going to be loud. So what better way to silence a crowd than to run the ball and beat us up our defense a little bit. So where the defense shouldn't be a concern, it could be a concern if the Buffalo Bills defensive line allows it. Yes, Evans and Godwin will tear you up on the outsides, and I think our corners are strong enough to defend them. But let's start there. Let's start with the basics. The interior defensive line needs to show up this week and create pressure and make Baker Mayfield scramble. Jared, the only problem, and I like your take, I just said it before about making Jordan and Micah have to create plays by forcing the ball to them. That means you're putting the ball more into the middle of the field. That means Bernard and that means Dorian Williams are going to have to show up and be pretty reactive versus with a run versus the pass this week.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity for those two to show out yet again. You know, I think Bernard's been playing the part. Williams had some good tackles. I don't know. It's so hard. It's so hard. Like, part of me wants to be like, this defense has performed very well with like the patchwork pull-ups and second stringers and all the all pros that have gone down, and McDermott is just so impressive to me. Like, being able to scheme something together to even like be competitive is pretty impressive to me. So hats off to that. I know it's not, we lost the game last week, and I know we lost to the Jags and all that stuff, man, but it's just, God, this goes back to that trade talk stuff, man. There's defensive parts that we need. there's defensive parts that we need to stay competitive throughout the season with all the pieces that we've missed. So I'm not interested in Devontae Adams and all those rumors. I'm not interested in a running back. I'm not interested in any of that. I think we have the guys. They need to change the scheme. You need to address something defensively if you're going to address anything in the trade, because those dudes are they're playing their balls off, and they're tired and they're beat up. So let's see. Paul Rossi, we are already seeing what needs to be drafted next year. Yeah, good call, brother. Ken O'Daniel, they're gonna have two linebacker and corner help, or it's a wild. All right, I think I get what you're saying. They need some linebacker and corner help, or it's a wild card. Yeah, I mean, I'll take a wild card. I'll take getting in the playoffs right now, no matter how we get in. Our newest blogger, Mr. Kyle Gobe. I hope they give T. Johnson some help. The Giants and the Pats targeted him. Yeah, hell yeah. He showed out, though.
He's always there.
Last week, and then this last weekend, he got beat, whatever. It's just...
Well, the all-22, you notice, and this is good credit, and this is why you can't ever lax on Belichick, is the exact same play or almost similar play where Waller got held last week against Terry Johnson, and obviously we didn't get the call. They did with Gesicki at the goal line this week against Terry Johnson, and this time it was beneficial. So they're watching film. Belichick still has awareness, and he does a great job coaching still, and that's why they were able to beat the Bills this week. But
I saw that play the whole way.
Yep.
It was like they didn't have any help cheated down that way. It was. I was like, I know where they're going. I know exactly where they're going. Like if I can see it, like I just yeah. Anyway,
Adam brings up a good point. The D has been great. Offense needs to start giving support, and that's huge. I mean, with our injuries, we've had players that we believed can start on any team, with their backups, and it still holds true. If you think about, they're getting winded throughout the game, and they're on the field a lot. If that offense does put some drives together, we'll have a healthier defense, and that's just part of the game. You keep your defense healthy and well rested with long drives, and they'll be productive. So good take, Adam.
Hell yeah. All right, boys, it's 8:49. We're about to go around this panel right here and give you our bold prediction for Thursday night against the Buccaneers. Jerry, would you do me the absolute honor of going first and giving us your bold prediction?
My bold prediction.
Wait, hold on. Before you go any further, is it only one guy?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay, great. I can't wait to hear it. Go ahead.
Okay. Injuries happen in this game of football. That's part of it. Dawson Knox is down, wrist. He's going to be out for a couple weeks. This is going to be a great opportunity for Dalton Kincaid to come in and wreak havoc. 100 yards with his first touchdown.
You son of a bitch.
Oh, what, you guys got the same brain or something? Damn. Nice. That's a good one. I like that one. Scott, what do you got, man? Go ahead. You want me to go first so you can think something else?
Yep, you have to.
Audible. Omaha.
Check route, hot route.
All right, my bold prediction is going to be on the defensive side of the ball. I think that these DNs are going to start to eat. I think Baker's going to have a hard time on Thursday, and I got to believe that. I got to believe that the interior line is going to play better than they did this last Sunday. I think you're going to see Von Miller coming out, getting a little hungry. I think you're going to see Groot get in the backfield. My boy Floyd, maybe. I think Epinesa. Let's get at this dude and knock him in his ass. So I say that the ends alone are going to account for 4 sacks, 2 of them by my dude, Mr. Groot. Is that the same you were going again?
So you're on pace to taking my second bold prediction. But my bold prediction is actually going to be this guy was a half sack above every game that they played, and Floyd did not get a sack this week, so he's now a half sack below the amount of games they played. He's going to get 2 to catch up. 8.5 sacks total to this game for 8 games. That's where I'm at. He's going to get 2 sacks, Floyd.
Oh, you're welcome. I get the assist on that one.
It's been quiet. It's a defensive end that should be mentioned a lot more. He's on pace for 18 plus sacks this year.
Yeah, hell yeah. Rob Mullen says, bold prediction, Bucks used the blueprint attacking the lines of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, but the Bills prevail in another tight one. Bills 28-24. A heart attack game. I hope not. Dr. Bruce, bold prediction, Josh runs for 50-plus yards and throws 3 TDs and runs for 1 TD. Yes, Dr. Bruce, yes. That's what I want. What is your X factor, Scott? I'll start with you so you can steal Jerry's. Go ahead. What do you got for an X factor for this game?
My X factor is the 12 versus 11 personnel. We need to see Ken Dorsey utilize at 11 personnel now that Knox is injured. And I know I'm pressing hard on this show, but it's a forced hand, and we need to see it. We need to see an explosive offense and an offense that's going to provide for the next couple weeks to where it can develop into the look for the Buffalo Bills. We need an identity. I don't think we have one yet. So I think the X factor is play calls for sure, using the 11 personnel.
I like it. That's where I was going. So Jerry, next.
My X factor is the short week and Allen becoming a leader this week and putting this team on his shoulder and running the ball more and just being Allen that we know.
One X factor. Simple. Just one X factor.
Allen becomes the leader that we all know he can be, and he plays his game.
It's like a list. and then
on top of
preluding.
Let's see. Dr. Bruce says X factor, Shakir 5 receptions, 1 TD. He's on it, man. Paul Rossi's bold prediction, we finally throw a ball to tackle eligible to keep the D honest. I like it.
There you go.
Mike V, X factor will be Kincaid with knocks out. He's tight end 1. Hell yes, sir.
Yep.
John's bold prediction, last second field goal by Big Boot Babyface Bass for the win. I hope so, man. It broke my heart when he missed those couple, man.
He'll get back on it.
Josh Williams says Hyde and Poyer the X factor. Adam says, let's go Rousseau. He can get in Baker's face for sure. Need Floyd to make a play. 24/7 Bills. 24/7 buffandemonium.com. I just thought that score was great. Anyway, Epinesa gets 2
great
sacks
score.
For trade bait, maybe. Showcase.
There you go.
X factor, Josh Allen, like Jarrod said. Look at that. Doug, X factor, Dorsey wakes up and uses his weapons. Hell yeah, dude. Rob Mullen, X factor, Dorsey finally adjusting, finally adapting, and finally calling a legit second half when the original game plan stalls. Yes, absolutely, brother. What's said, if the Bills found a way to lose, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, what's sad is if, oh, come on, Ken O'Daniel, man, we're trying to keep this up. I got to read these before I post them, man. No, I hear you feeling like that, man.
Still hurting. I was still hurting.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
tough.
fresh.
It's tough.
You know what'll wash that sadness away, man? A good beer and a Bills win. Cure everything. Let's see. John's, I think we can all agree that Kincaid's going to ball out this Thursday. Hell yeah. My X factor is on the offensive side of the ball. But I'm going to say James Cook. Mr. James Cook. I would love to see Josh Allen throw the ball all over everything. But I'm going to say this. I think Jimbo goes for 150 on these slobs and throws in the end zone at least once. That's my X factor. Let's run it down their throats. Let's start with the first play, the first offensive play in the first quarter from the Buffalo Bills. Can we please just have James Cook in the backfield instead of Latavius Murray? Please just put him out there. I don't care what you do. Don't give it to him. I don't care. Just put your starting running back out on the field for the first play of the game.
Bold prediction. James Cook starts this week.
I love it. I love it. Good Lord. All right, let's do a score prediction here and go back down south to Jerry. Jerry, kick us off. What is your score prediction for Thursday night?
Again, short week. The Bills are going to take off and win 38-17.
Wow, that was short and sweet. 38-17? Man. Scooter?
My score is going to be a lot closer, but Jared, the more you keep saying short week, the more I'm starting to feel that it might be to the benefit of the Buffalo Bills needing a short memory and relying more on ability rather than anything else. But I'm still going 24-17. These last games have humbled me quite a bit. These blowouts are a bit of a ridiculous prediction in the last couple of weeks from myself. So I'm going to pull together 24-17. Tough game, but nonetheless, we will be 5-3 going into the week, knowing where we are sitting.
Dr. Bruce says 35-16 Bills. Josh Williams 36-17. Let's see. I hope you're right, Swag. I was so excited when they finally got him the ball in the passing game. He thrives in space. Hell yeah. He's talking about James Cook. Yep. I'm coming back down. Everybody's coming back down. I tried to be rational this last week with our score predictions. So I'm going to say that I'm going to go 28-10. I don't respect Baker Mayfield. Clip this. Screw him. This is absolutely a get-right game. These are all the buzzwords that I said I was not going to use last week. I'm using them this week. Get right. Do the goddamn job that you're paid to do and beat the hell out of Baker Mayfield on a Thursday night in Buffalo. Jesus Christ.
And
Josh Cook, 28-10. Kincaid grabs a couple TDs. John's 23-21. Bills in a squeaker. I love that, dude. Squeaker. That's sweet. Paul Rossi, 24-20. Jamie says defense will score 14.
Holy shit, Jamie.
All right. I like it. You heard it here
take
first. You heard it here first.
Take it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, damn. We must be trying to get on syndication or something because it's 8:58. And we got our final thoughts here, and that's it. No overtime.
Let's pick some games.
Oh, yeah, we got to pick some games. I already picked those up. All right. Jets at Giants.
Jets. Go Jets.
I got Jets as well.
Giants. Oh, let's see.
Ooh. This is a big one. Patriots and Dolphins.
Pats at Dolphins, yes. I'll go first. Dolphins.
I got some wiggle room. I'm going unnecessary confidence out of the Patriots. They are going to win because I don't think the Dolphins can match up to anybody that's decent.
I think they're proving that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Waddle's out. Waddle probably most likely missed this game coming up, so I have the New England Patriots winning this one as well.
Oh, I could squeak ahead this week. Hold on, I had the records. Scott is 25-17, leading the pack. Jarrod's right behind him, 23-19, and I am 22-20. It's pretty tight there.
Guys, the reason I want this because if the Bills pull off this win and that does happen, the Bills are again on top of the AFC East.
I like
with
it.
a nice long week to prepare for the next one.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Well, that's all the AFC East games. Let's see what else we got here. Nope.
Bears versus Chargers Sunday night football game.
Lame. Jags at Steelers. How about that one?
Ooh. Oh, that's this week. What? That's a good game.
Yeah. That's a 1:00 game.
Home team. I'm going Steelers.
Ooh. I'll go
and my
next.
buddy Eric, my good friend Eric Gordner.
I want to pick the Steelers, man, but I'm going to go Jags.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, those Steelers are surprising a lot of people, but Jacksonville's on fire too. So I'm going to go with the Jags.
Got a lot of Paul Rossi says Steelers, Adam, Jags, John's, Jags, Mike V, Jags. Damn. All right. Let's see here. Some of these games, man, these games are they don't seem very good this week, to be honest. That game was good. I'm glad we found that one.
Bengals are turning things around, and they're playing against a 49ers team that
we can pick that one, but I mean, I'm on 49ers. I think Niners are going to wash them. I think they're pissed about the way things ended last night, right? Yeah, last night.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to see if you can't catch up here this week, Swank. I'm going Bengals with the upset.
All right. What do you think, Jerry?
So we're going Cincinnati 49ers?
Mm-hmm.
No, 49ers are going to win that one.
Nope. 49ers.
All right, Scott, who'd you pick? I didn't write it
down. The Bengals.
He picked the Bengals.
And you picked 49ers, Swank?
Yep. All right. Let's see. Toilet bowl game. We got Falcons, Titans. We got Texans, Panthers. Ugh. They're just not. Bears, Chargers, I think, could be considered a swimmable game.
Nice primetime game too, huh?
Yeah, you want that one? Let's do that one. Bears, Chargers. That's the toilet bowl of the week. Brought to you by 24/7 buffandemonium.com.
Bears. My buddy Dave Cruz is a huge Bears fan. He's had a rough year. I'm with you there, Dave. Let's do it.
Well, I'm going to tell you. Here we go, folks. We're in overtime. That's right. We're in overtime because we're unprofessional. We went over by 2 minutes at 9 o'clock. Thanks for reminding me there, Dr. Bruce. You're the man. God. Is Fields back?
I don't know.
They
got to win on. They got to win on that kid that hadn't won since high school.
I know. I can't pick the Chargers. I just can't. I don't have any sort of faith in them. They are just the same goddamn team. They always have been. So I'm going to pick the Bears.
Yeah, Bears.
I'll pick the Chargers.
There you go. Okay.
There we go.
All right. And there you have it. And there it is. What a great show, man. Viewership stayed steady through the whole thing. Thank you guys so much for hanging with us and sharing and being supportive. Next week, we're doing a giveaway. We're talking about doing it. I got it right here, so I'm going to show you. Giving away this 12-inch record of the Endless Mountain Derelicts. Good goddamn. It's got a bunch of cool shit in it. Limited to 100. This one is 98 out of 99.
Oh, there you go.
Right towards the bottom. Pretty cool one. And all you got to do is throw a comment in the comments, and you'll be entered to win on the Wheel of Destiny. So
we are taking the comments that came in last week. We kind of had you guys involved last week, and we didn't mention it a lot, but we're going to get you guys involved next week. So the comments from last week and next week will all enter for a chance to win for sure. So that's awesome. I can't wait to. I know the song's already on there already. I can't wait for a new fan to figure this stuff out.
Yeah, it's dope. It's pretty cool to have it on vinyl. It's the first time we were able to actually press it. We have some lathe cut records, but these are legit, real, awesome. Very stoked on it. And the support from all you guys and everybody around for the record's been amazing. And if you don't win it next week and you have a record player or you want to frame it and put it on your wall or whatever the hell, we'll have them for sale too. So
how many you got left?
Oh God, I have to tally it up. I think they're about half gone though.
Okay, very good.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
I might want one to put on the wall.
Yeah.
I'll get a hold of you.
Yes, Paul Rossi. It will be signed for sure. I got you. Paul Rossi says, good goddamn, damned good. You can also check it out on Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff. We're everywhere. I got you, Adam. Just message me, man. Yep. Thank you, guys. You guys are killers. You guys are killers, man. I love it. All right, let's do some final thoughts. 9:05. Love you guys so much. Jerry, hit me with your final thought.
I know 4-3 feels different. We're used to beating teams and coasting and going in every victory Monday feeling good. But this is the NFL. This is how these guys play this game week in and week out. As fans, we got to just be there to support good, bad, and ugly. And hopefully they pull it out at the end, right? That's when we want the push. In all honesty, we want the push at the end of the season. So let's keep it up. Let's hopefully cheer for this team and hope that they pull things together. What a great week to come back in from a loss to play right away to get a win. So 5-3, looking to get after Thursday night, and I can't wait for it. If you're going to the game, show your respect for the team and cheer loud, and let's hope they come up with a game, with a win. And then we'll talk next Tuesday. Go Bills.
Hell yeah. Nice one. That was a nice one, Jerry.
Show your respect.
It was.
Be respectful. It was. You made fun of yourself, but I was being serious. John, Sunday sessions on Thursday. Hell yeah, I do believe.
Boom. Just about to mention that, John Johns.
Swank
said it earlier. After a couple tough losses, even that tough win we had against the Giants, Tuesdays are something special to me and the three of us. And I know Swank and I go off the grid for a little while. It's a new thing I picked up, not watching or listening to any of the radio stuff or any of the hype on the social medias. But I do look forward to coming here. It is a therapy, seeing these faces come on and express concern, express their feelings, and just openly comment how you guys are feeling and leaving comments. It's such a prideful thing for me to be able to call you guys fans, friends, and the family of 24/7 Buff Pandemonium. And with that, Sunday sessions will be on at 7 o'clock. And as always, I expect and I am never disappointed when I see the same names coming up in the comments week in and week out. Love the Pandemonium, love Finger Lakes Mafia. You guys do a great job. And thank you for this, because Tuesday I talk to my two boys here, and I get to talk to you guys too. So I love every minute of it. Go Bills, go Pandemonium, Everlex Mafia. You guys are amazing.
Hell yeah. The beautiful Ellen Lartz. Swank, is the album on CD? Also, yes, it is for sure. Let me know, and I will arrange all that and get it sent out to you.
Swank, you might sell the rest of your CDs tonight. The vinyl here tonight.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh man. Yeah, man. I hate after a loss. I hate it so much. I was telling Scooter before we went on the air here. I don't listen to the radio. I don't read a lot of stuff because it just bums me out, man. It bums me out to see like how fast certain fans can flip, how critical and analytical everybody gets. And everybody has a right to their own opinion, and everybody has a right to feel the way they do. I just think that there was such a long span of time where this team broke our hearts, 12 weeks out of the year. Like it just was, It was misery, but you're a Bills fan, and that's what you do, and you don't know how to be anything else other than that. And I think that there's like this loyalty that goes along with being a Bills fan, whether they're 1-16 or they're, whatever, the Super Bowl champs, whatever, it doesn't matter. You're still just a part of this team, and you love them so much that like when it's bad, you don't want to be bombarded with it. You want to be able to heal and go into a short week and enjoy the next game, right? I don't want to go into Thursday night thinking like, here we go again. I've been there. I've absolutely been there. I don't want to do that because it's not as bad as it seems ever. It never is. So going with a positive mindset, man. You guys always know how to pick us up. We try to pick each other up. We try to make this a community where everybody can feel like they can say what they want to say respectfully. We can all get our points and our takes across, and we can encourage and lift each other up. And you guys never disappoint, man. Never. Not one Tuesday, not one Sunday. Never have I ever been disappointed by the showing of support and goodwill and the laughs and all the shit that goes on here every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. And you can join us here every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. for the K-Gun Report with myself, Jerry, and Scooter Magooter over there. On YouTube's, Facebook's, Twitter's, any of those places, you can just see us there anytime you want. Okay. All right. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. You can go to 247buffpandemonium.com. You can see all the blogs. We got blogs. There's lots of blogs. FLX Mafia, all that shit. We got all this stuff, and it's all for you, and it's all yours. This is your show, just like it's our show, man. So, I mean, there's nothing left to say, but go Bills.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Go